Hi there. Welcome to the video series of Outlook calendar integration using Microsoft Graph API. In this video, we are going to see how we can update event in the Outlook calendar. In the last video, we have seen how to get a single event and all events from the Outlook calendar. If you haven't watched that video yet, the link is in the description. Please go and check out. For this video, we will walk through the API documentation, then quickly jump into the code. Before we start the video, I would like to request you to watch the video completely to have better understanding. So let's get started. So the permission required to update any event in the Outlook calendar is calendars.readWrite, and same is applicable for both delegated permission and application permission. If you are creating any application for a single user, then we will be using delegated permission, and the permission required is calendars.readWrite. Similarly, if we are creating any application for all the users within an organization, then we will be using the application permission, and the permission will be calendars.readWrite. So to update event in the Outlook calendar, we have to make the patch request to the event API endpoint, in which we have to pass the event ID which we wanted to update. So in the entire video series, we are using the me context, so I'll be using the me/event/event ID to update the event. So whoever has authenticated our application, we can update the event in their calendar. So in the request header, we have to pass the authorization whose value will be bearer and access token separated with space. And in the request body, we have to pass the updated event object, so which will be having the same properties as the event. So once the request is successful, we will be getting the status code as OK, and in the response content we will be getting the updated event object. So we can see this is how our request will look like, and once the request is successful, we will be getting the following updated object in the response. So let's jump into the code now. This is the continuation of the previous video, so please go and check out the previous video to understand the code flow properly. So in the all events, I have added a link to edit. So once we click the edit, it will redirect us to the update event action in the calendar controller with event ID. So if you see the calendar controller, we are having an update event action which is having a parameter called event ID. So in this, we are getting an event using the event ID, and then we are redirecting it to the update event view. So in update event, we have the simple form here where we will be getting the pre-filled data of the event which we wanted to edit, like the subject, the body content, the start date time and the end date time. So in this, if we click submit, it will redirect us to the update event action with two parameters. One is event ID and the other one will be our updated event object. So if we see, we have another update event action which is having two parameters. One is the event ID which we wanted to update, and the updated event object. So this is a HTTP post method in which we are making the patch request to the events API endpoint, and we are passing the event ID which we wanted to update, and in the header we are passing the authorization whose value is bearer and access token separated with space, and we are taking the tokens from the tokens file. Other header is content type whose value will be application/JSON, and in the request body we are passing the updated event object in JSON serialized form. So once the request is successful, we will be getting a status code as OK, and then we are redirecting to the all events page. So let's run and check our application. Here I am keeping a debugger to debug our application. So let's run. So our application is running now. It's been long time that we have run our application, so refresh our access token first. Then let's go to all events. So here we can see I have 4 events in my calendar. So let's open our Outlook calendar first. From the Office account, let's navigate to Outlook, and at the bottom we have the calendar. So we can see there are 4 events in my calendar. One is on 25th February, 26th February, 27th February and 1st March. So let's verify first. So here we have one event for the 1st March, 27th February, 26th February and 25 February. So these are the events. So let's update the event of 25th February. So this is the event of the 25th February. Let's edit. So we got the simple form with the pre-filled data of the event. So let's change the subject and the content. Let's submit. So here we came to the update event action with the event ID and the updated calendar event. So this is the event ID and we have the updated event object. So let's debug. So the request is successful and we got the status code as OK, and here if we see in the content we got the updated event object. So let's run. So here we come to all events and here we have the subject as test2 and the content is test2. So let's check. So on 25th February the subject has been changed and the content has been changed. So let's now change the date of the event. So from here I will be changing it to the 28th and then submit. So first see, we have this test subject 2 on the 25th February. Now let's run, and if we check, now our test subject 2 has been removed from here and it came to 28th February. So this is the same event which was on the 25th February. Now it has been updated and the date is set to 28th February. So this is how events are updated in Outlook calendar. That's it for the video, guys. Hope you like the video. In the next video we will see how to delete the event from the Outlook calendar. If you have any doubt, please do let me know in the comment section, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.